All right, I am ready. Turn it down. Let's get this show on the road. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Preview Show. I am your host, the Chief Football Expert at Zed Football Millionaire. And join me as I give you my predictions and expert analysis of the upcoming Premier League games, as well as discuss other major events in the world of football. Now, this show is brought to you by .com Zambia, your premier importer of online goods from the USA to Zambia. And one day, this show will be sponsored by Mosi Lager, truly Zambian. I am just waiting for that call. So, Zambia Breweries, let me tell the world how awesome your beer happens to be. Help me help you. So call me. I'm waiting. Right, before we actually start the predictions, I actually need... turn the music down a little bit. Mr. Producer, turn the music down. I actually need to get serious. There's actually something I need to bring to your attention. Ladies and gentlemen, we have people out there in the world that are suffering. And it's really up to us to make a difference. All these individuals want is to feel like everybody else. To feel the happiness that we feel. The love that we feel. And it's up to us to make that happen for them. So on Sunday, April 1st, join me for a day of prayer for the following individuals that need our help. The first individual that needs our help is Luis Suarez. 11 goals in 37 games. The next is Fernando Torres, 3 goals in 37 games. And finally, Andy Carroll, 5 goals in 32 games. Tragic. Let's end their suffering and let's pray for them. This is how dire the situation just happens to be. In his last 8 games, one brilliant player, Lionel Messi, has scored more goals than all 3 of these players put together over 106 games. Now, please let it be noted that we are not praying that they should become like Lionel Messi. All we want is for them to score more goals and actually become relevant football players. Because I'm starting to feel sorry for Liverpool and for Fernando Torres. Every day that he does not score, he just dies a little bit more inside, and it's up to us. So Sunday, April 1st, mark it on your calendars. Whatever it is you're doing, let's get everybody that we know involved in this, and let's have a day of national prayer for these 3 strikers. Thank you. All right, let's move on. But Liverpool fans, let me just add that never ever say that I never did anything for you and for your team. I have arranged a day of national prayer so that your strikers don't stink as much. So my good deed for the week is done. Mission accomplished. Let's actually get into the show. Let's get into the matches. Some good matches coming up this week. The first one, Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Now, Chelsea are actually playing a lot better and they are playing at home. And I'm still going to stand by my rationale that Zambia, by beating Ivory Coast in the African Cup of Finals, made Drogba a better player. So definitely going with Chelsea for the win. All right, for the next match, we've got Everton versus West Brom. And West Brom, what is going on? You guys have hit a slump. Odamwingie, what's the deal? Anyway, because of the slump that West Brom have hit, and the fact that Everton are actually very strong at home, I'm going with a home win for Everton. All right, next match is Fulham versus Norwich. Fulham last week, so close, but you obviously fell against Manchester United. You learned what the meaning of champion actually means. But you know what? This week, you will bounce back and you will beat Norwich. Right, so for the next match, we've got Manchester City playing at home against Sunderland. On paper, Manchester City should win this, but you never know. Sunderland could show up, but I will go with Manchester City winning this. All right, so Queen's Park Rangers versus Arsenal, the Battle of London. With this match, you got to go with the form team, and that is Arsenal. And what was great about Arsenal's win last week was the fact that other players, other than Robin van Persie, actually stepped up. You had Walcott playing well. You had Arteta as well. And Queen's Park Rangers are really in trouble. And, I think the issue here might be Mark Hughes. Remember, Mark Hughes was the manager of Fulham. And why did he walk away from Fulham? He said he deserves to be with a bigger club. But look at where he is now and look at what he's doing with Queen's Park Rangers. The only thing I could say to Mark Hughes is, boy, ukutangila de kufika. Alright, next match, Wigan Athletic versus Stoke. Let me just say, Wigan, you made me proud last week. But with this match, I'm actually going to go with a draw. Alright, match number 7, Wolves versus Bolton. Alright, Wolves, I've still got faith in you. Mr. Terry Connors, only black manager in the league. You've got to win one. This might be the match that you might win. Alright, so I will go out on a limb here and say that Wolves will pull off the upset. Come on, Mr. Terry Connors, this is it. Alright, so Newcastle versus Liverpool. This is actually going to take place on Sunday, April 1st, which just happens to be our National Day of Prayer. But I think with that being said, this will end in a tie. Alright, match number 9, Tottenham Hotspurs versus Swansea. With this, I'm actually going to go with Spurs for the win. They are playing at home. They've been on a bit of a bad patch. Swansea don't really travel well, so Spurs for the win. Alright, and the final match of the weekend, Blackburn Rovers versus Manchester United. Do I actually need to give a prediction for this? I think the outcome is pretty obvious. There's only going to be one winner in this game, and that will be Manchester United. Now, I know some of you sent me emails this week saying, well, Manchester United got lucky, Fulham should have gotten a penalty, and if Fulham had gotten that penalty, it would have ended in a draw. It doesn't matter. 3 points is 3 points. Whether you win 1-0, whether you win 5-0, 3 points is 3 points, and the mark of champions is being able to grind out results even when you're not playing all that well. So Manchester United for the win. End of story. Chapwa. Let's move on. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, you have heard my predictions. Time for you to make yours. Go to www.zedfootballmillionaire.com and enter the competition. When you log on, you will go to a section where you're going to see all of the Premier League matches. What you have to do is decide which team will win or if the match is going to end in a draw. For every correct prediction that you make, you get 10 points. And the person that wins is the person with the highest score when everything is said and done. So remember, the competition is free and the winner will walk away with cash money. Now, last week, we actually had an interesting situation in which 4 people actually won the competition. Peter from Impongwe, Mwapechilambe from Kitwe, Francis Musonda from Lusaka, and Paul Banda, no relation to Rupia Banda, from Livingston, all finished with a score of 70 points, meaning they got 7 out of 10 predictions correct. But we can only have one winner. Therefore, these 4 individuals will have to play this weekend, and what we're going to do is add their score from this upcoming weekend to their score from last weekend to determine which one of them is the ultimate champion and will be given the 250,000 cash money. Okay, and for everybody else, you can now take part in round 31. $50 is up for grabs. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, whether you're in Zambia, you're in the UK, you're in South Africa, you're in the United States. Log on to our website and take part in the competition, and you could walk away with cash money. Alright, so I do look forward to seeing what all of you predict. And on that note, let me end by thanking our sponsors of the prize, and that is .com Zambia. You can check them out on their website, www.importzambia.com. So again, thank you for listening, and until next week, good luck and goodbye for now.